Hello and welcome back to screenblue.com. In this lecture, we're going to learn about the regular expressions. So what is regular expression? Okay, regular expression in short form called regex, or regexp for short, is a special text string for describing a search pattern. So let's say from the string you wanted to find out John, right? You want to find out the number of occurrences of O in the John string, right? In that case, you'd be using regular string, right? We're actually trying to search for the character O. So in that case, you're going to use a search pattern, which is called regular expression. Okay, the regex pattern or regular expression are normally described inside /. Wildcard notation such as .txt, right? So if you want to find .txt in Java, you're going to be writing like this. So you would have one for escaping this code, right? So you have a double quote, right? So you have to skip that, okay? Then that you would use that. Then you have to use this as a regular expression, and you're going to use star, means any files ending with .txt. So here, if you want to use the regular expression, how it works. So if you want to find some string that begins with certain thing, then you can use this caret, ends, okay, with this $sign. Any character means dot, match 0 or more times means star, okay, and plus mismatch 1 or more times. With question mark means match 0 or 1 time, alternative, grouping, and so on. So if you want to match only the word character, you're going to do /W. If you want to match only digit, you're going to do /D. So let's take an example here. At this regular text string, okay, I've got this constant here, example underscore test, and it has this is my space small example. Okay, so now I've got this main method in here. So now I'm going to print out example test matches, okay, if it matches, and with this regular expression here. So here my regular expression is W dot star. So W means any word character, and dot means star means after this word, right, any word character, I don't care what it is, right? It doesn't matter, it's a space or a digit or anything. So now if I do that, it's going to return true because this example test has this word character, right? This is all this like characters, right? Spaces, characters, and so on. Okay. Now here in this, I've created a string array and called split string, and I'm actually splitting with this S. Okay, so S is any white spaces. So if you want to actually, match by white spaces, then you're going to do the /S, and I have an additional / because I have this double quote, so I have to skip the double quote. That's why I've got this additional /. So what that does is it basically it's gonna put this one in one element, this one is 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 element. Okay, every white space, okay, this is one string, so it's gonna split by white spaces. So now if you print the length of it, now then you're gonna have 14. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a for loop here to print each word, right? So I've got this split string here, right? So I'm actually gonna do a for loop for each loop, right? So here for each string inside the split string, I want to print out this string. So here, if you could see here, the first one here, example test matches any word, it says true, yes. And it says split string, example split regex, and split string dot length, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 elements, so it print you 5, right? Then I got for loop to print each word. So it's gonna say this is my small example. Okay, so this should be 5. Okay, that's a typo in here. Then what I'm doing here at the end is I'm replacing all white spaces with tabs, right? So I'm doing here example underscore test dot replace all. So this is the method of string, and this example test is a string, and in here it requires 2 regular expression here. So what I'm actually doing is I'm actually replacing all white space, right? So white spaces is /S, and I have additional // because this is in double quote. I have to skip double quote, so I need to do one more /. And the S plus means more than one white spaces, right? So there's more than white spaces. And now in replacement, I'm actually doing /T. Means that I'm actually going to do or replace that with a tab here. So now when I do that, it's actually putting in different tabs, right? So this, then there's a tab space is, they have tab space my, tab space small, tab space example. So that is the regular expression. Now let's actually try and do go to IntelliJ and write some regex code. So I'm actually going to create a new class in here, regex class. So in here, I'm actually going to do public static void main string args. So now I'm going to actually create a static variable, so it has to be outside the method. So I'm going to call this as static final string. Also, this constant are always final, and you all normally put it in public. Okay, and this is also a static. Your constant would always be static and final, right? Final means it does not change. Static means this is a variable that you can use throughout the class. You do not have to create any object. And public is that you can use it anywhere. So now I've got this here. I'm going to say this is my, and I'm actually going to say small example. So now I'm actually going to do system.out.println. I'm going to say string underscore test matches. So here, as you can see here, as soon as I do matches, so it says, Java says that, okay, you got to put a regex in here, string regex. Okay, that's the IntelliJ help there. So here I'm actually going to do, so if I just do this, see what happens, right? So normally you got to do this, right? So what it says is illegal is skip character in string literal. So I'm actually going to do one more. So you have to actually skip this double quote. So I have to put one more, and this right here is the syntax for any word. So now if I run this, and it's going to say false. Right? Because after word, I've got a lot of spaces in here. So I got to do like that. Okay, it means word, and after that, I don't care. Dot means any character. This means star, any character here. So if I do this, it should say true now. And I'm actually going to create a array in here. So here, what I'm actually going to do is string test dot split. Okay, and in here I'm actually going to do, let's try to do it again like that, and here it's again saying that illegal skip character, so I'm going to add one more. So now I'm actually going to print out the length, split string dot length. Oops. So now run this, and it says 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm actually going to do for each loop in here. I'm going to do for string s inside this split string array. Then in here I'm actually going to print. So let's try that. And you can see here, it says this is my small example. So here I've got this s plus because I have more than white spaces. Let's just do this, see what happens without plus, and it still works. So now if I do system.out.println, I'm going to do string test.replace all. Okay, here I gotta put a regex in here. I need 2 regex, right? So in here, I'm actually gonna do like that. So now here, I'm actually replacing this space with tab. So right now you don't have much space, right? So with tab, you should have a little bit more space. So let's run this. Right, you see here, after this, it's a tab, 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 tab. Alright, so that's pretty much about the regular expression. You can learn by yourself, right? So basically what you need to understand is if you want to match any character, right, you're going to do dot star. Okay, so match beginning character, you're going to do this. Like that. So match ending character, I'm going to do Alright, that's it for this lecture. I hope you guys understood what a regular expression is and how you can use regular expression for your string method. I'll see you guys in our next lecture.